Hello, Jordan family. This is Assistant Principal Boyce. This video explains our Spring 2021 testing plan, including fall makeup testing, in-person end-of-course and CTE state assessments, and our virtual teacher-made assessments. During this presentation, I will be sharing an overview of the state testing schedule, explain who is testing, assist with understanding the test schedule, including both state testing and teacher-made tests, review final exam grading and safety protocols for in-person testing, and provide some test prep reminders, including an updated planning tool for students to use for spring testing. The testing window will begin on May 19th and continue through June 4th, the last day of school. Each morning, we will host state assessments. The overview for state assessments will be as shown here. Fall state assessment makeups will now occur on May 19th through 24th, not on May 10th through 14th as previously communicated. This will eliminate disrupting any remaining class time between now and the start of testing, as well as accommodate a large number of students who need to make up their fall EOC and CTE assessments. Spring state assessments will take place May 25th through 28th. This includes both AB year-long and semester courses. The last week of school, June 1st through 4th, will be for making up any assessment from the fall or the spring. Who takes state assessments in person? The spring testing schedule incorporates fall semester makeup testing as well as spring year-long and semester testing. Students taking English 2, Biology, Math 1, or Math 3 have a required end-of-course or EOC state assessment. Some career and technical education or CTE courses have required state assessments. All other semester courses will have teacher-made exams. As mentioned previously, EOC courses include English 2, Biology, Math 1, and Math 3. CTE state-tested courses include Animal Science 2, Career Management, Business Law, Financial Planning 1, Financial Planning 2, Foods 1, Foods 2, Horticulture 2, Hospitality and Tourism, Interior Design 1, Principles of Business, Sports Marketing 1, and Sports Marketing 2. Students taking any of these courses will need to take an in-person test. Now, let's take a look at the daily testing schedule. The format of the schedule is very similar to the schedule used for fall 2020 testing. Beginning on May 19th, all students at Jordan will return to virtual learning from home. The only students who will report to campus are those testing in person on that day. Each day, in the morning, we will host state in-person assessments. Any student not taking an EOC or CTE state assessment will have asynchronous learning time from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. May 19th to 24th is designated for fall makeup testing. On May 19th, students who need to make up their English 2 EOC or a first semester, first period CTE course that requires a state assessment will report to the building for testing. On May 20th, students who need to make up their biology EOC or a first semester, second period CTE course will report to the building for testing. This continues for May 21st with makeups for Math 1 and first semester, third period CTE assessments, and on May 24th with the Math 3 EOC and first semester, fourth period CTE assessments. Students who need to take both an EOC and CTE assessment that are scheduled on the same day will take the EOC on the scheduled date and will be scheduled to take the CTE assessment on a makeup day. Students may leave campus once testing has concluded. Students utilizing school transportation in the afternoon will remain on campus and attend their afternoon classes in person. May 25th through 28th is designated for spring semester and AB year-long testing. On May 25th, students who need to take the English 2 EOC or a first period CTE course that requires a state assessment will report to the building for testing. On May 26th, students who need to take the biology EOC or a second period CTE course will report to the building for testing. This continues for May 27th with the Math 1 EOC and third period CTE assessments, and on May 28th for the Math 3 EOC and fourth period CTE assessments. Again, students who need to take both an EOC and CTE assessment that are scheduled on the same day will take the EOC on the scheduled date and be rescheduled to take the CTE assessment on a makeup day. Also, students may leave campus once testing has concluded while students utilizing school transportation will remain on campus and attend their afternoon classes in person. For families who arrange for their student to leave campus following morning assessments, note that the standard administration of EOCs typically end between 11:30 and 12:30 p.m. depending upon the test. The standard administration of CTE assessments typically ends around 1 p.m. Now let's take a look at the afternoon schedule. Same as with our fall testing schedule, students will continue to meet with their teachers synchronously online beginning at 1:30 p.m. each day. Students who may need maximum time for their morning assessment will not be penalized if they cannot make one of their afternoon classes and will have an opportunity to make up any teacher-made final exams as a result of missing a class due to state testing. Virtual teacher-made exams can be any of the following: a synchronous test online with the teacher per the testing schedule, a test that is released to students with a window of time to complete or submit, a project with a due date, or another teacher-determined assessment. For classes where a synchronous online assessment will be given, we have designed the testing schedule to ensure that students do not have more than 2 final exams in one day. The green cells in the schedule indicate when a teacher-made exam may be administered at the discretion of the teacher. The red cells indicate when a teacher-made exam will not be given. A few reminders about final exam grading. Final exams count as 20% of the student's final grade for the class. For EOC and CTE state assessments, 90 to 100 is the grading scale in effect for the 2020-21 school year per the DPS Board of Education. Remember that students' actual performance will be included on the testing section of their transcript. Teacher-made exams will be graded on a 60 to 100 grading scale. Students who fail to make up a state exam will receive a 50 for their final exam grade. Now I will go over the student and family protocols for in-person testing. Students will need to bring their school-provided Chromebook for testing. Students who have not been issued a school device will be provided one on test day to use while on campus. Be sure your device is charged prior to test day. Masks must be worn at all times while on campus. Bus riders will be dropped off at the front of the school in the morning. Car riders and student drivers can be dropped off at the back of the school by the traffic circle or park in the student lot. Walkers will arrive at the front of the school. Questions regarding DPS transportation should be directed to Assistant Principal Cardoza. While on campus, students should only be in their testing location or en route to or from their testing location or the restroom. Students should not be in any other areas on campus. Students are reminded that they should follow the DPS Code of Conduct at all times while on campus. All students should complete the DPS symptom screener on their Chromebook or mobile device before arriving to campus. Students will need to show their screener results to the staff before entering the building. Staff will take temperatures and direct students to their testing location. In the building, students will be able to get a grab-and-go breakfast on the way to their testing location. Cell phones will be turned off, collected in plastic bags, and placed at the periphery of the classroom for the duration of testing. Students will be able to get a grab-and-go lunch following testing each day. Some tools and final prep reminders as we prepare for final exams. Students can utilize the JHS personalized exam schedule template to map out their specific schedule for May 19th through June 4th. This template can be accessed on the testing page of the Jordan website. Here is a list of what to bring and what not to bring for testing. Please remember to bring your Chromebook and have it fully charged. It is optional, but you may bring a water bottle, lunch or breakfast, or a book to read following the test. Students should not bring book bags, textbooks, notebooks, papers, blankets, pillows, or personal computers or tablets. Exceptions may be made for items that are needed for those who will remain on campus for afternoon classes. A few final exam reminders. Don't forget to study. Don't procrastinate in preparing for your tests. Make sure that you get good rest the night before and be sure that you eat breakfast either at home or at school before you take your test. This same guidance applies for teacher-made tests. Getting good rest and having food on your stomach makes a big difference in your performance on tests. Finally, utilize the JHS Final Grade Calculator that was shared in a source session earlier this year to help you calculate what you need to achieve on your final exam for your desired grade. This can be found in the JHS Virtual Advisory Classroom. Finally, you can find this slide deck with the hyperlinks included on the Jordan website on the testing information page. If you have any questions regarding testing, please contact me, Assistant Principal James Boyce, at james_Boyce-Jr@dpsnc.net. Thank you, good luck on preparing for your exams, and go Falcons!